All right, McLovin, you got your Against the Grain?
Yes.
All right. Let's hit the music for Against the Grain with McLovin.
So I'm calling this Litmus Test Sunday. It's a term we often hear, but does anyone know what a litmus test actually is? I'm going to tell you. I'm not even going to make you guys guess. It's a test for acidity or alkalinity using litmus.
But doesn't it turn like purple?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that little thing you dunk it in and then it turns a color, right?
Yeah.
Does anyone here know what alkalinity is?
It probably is related to alkaline.
I'll give you-
He played for the Detroit Tigers. Alkaline.
Yes, it's the buffering capacity of a water body, a measure of the ability of the water body to neutralize acids and bases and thus maintain a fairly stable pH level.
Okay.
Do you know what a pH level is? I could go on for hours with this. It's the
let's
potential
not.
of hydrogen.
Yeah.
All right, here are 5 litmus test games, and I'm going to determine, are these teams alkaline or acidic?
Wait, which one's positive? Which one's negative?
I don't know. I'm going to say acidic is the bad one.
Okay.
That sounds a
Okay.
little negative.
All right, okay.
Okay, Bengals-Ravens, a litmus test game. I think that the Bengals are going to come out of this alkaline. A-OK. Here's my theory. The Ravens got torn apart by Carson Wentz a couple weeks ago. Should have lost that game but their field goal kicker and the Colts got hurt. And they got lucky to beat the Lions. They are due a loss. They're a great team. They're really good, but they are due a loss. I like my Cincinnati Bengals again. I'm back on the bandwagon, Dan.
Okay, all right.
And by the way, remember that headline, Jamar Chase can't catch? Was he baiting us the whole preseason?
I don't know, because I received some responses from people saying, I thought you said he was going to be the best receiver. I'm like, yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he couldn't pick up the football when he was on the field.
But now he's setting a rookie record, so he's
Yeah.
good. All right, Bears-Bucks litmus test game. Paul's Chicago Bears. Acid. I'll tell you why. Have you ever seen attract more angry Hall of Fame quarterbacks than the Chicago Bears? Tom Brady's still mad because people are making fun of his 4 fingers from last year against the Bears. He is coming out on a mission on Sunday, and he is going to beat up on the Bears. Big test for Justin Fields, by the way. Curious.
By
how
the
they
way,
test.
Tom Brady did talk about that matchup facing an Ohio State quarterback.
I just need a minute.
Okay. We'll just talk amongst ourselves.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Here's Tom
I'm not
Brady.
going to say anything too inflammatory about Ohio State. If that's what you're getting to do, but I'll have my time. Usually Ohio State. This is Michigan State week, so I can those are the guys that I can kind of go after. That's interesting. Why is there not a lot of Ohio State quarterbacks in the pros? There's a lot of Michigan guys over the years, but not a lot of Ohio State guys.
Okay. I like the shot. Taking a little shot there. Yeah, Paul.
I don't know if you could ever come back at Brady for his pro career, but if you want to say, I don't remember you playing at Michigan, that could work in this scenario.
Okay.
Can't make fun of the pro career.
All right. We now resume our regular scheduled program.
Okay, the next litmus test game is Eagles-Raiders. Now, I'm not sure who this is a litmus test for. The Eagles, who are facing a November 2nd trade deadline, and they have to decide, are we giving away our star quarterback, Darius Slay? So they need to win.
Okay.
The Raiders, they benefited from what is now being called the Bisaccia bump last week. Interim coach Rich Bisaccia is getting them fired up. I'm going to say the Eagles are a bit acidic right now. They seem like a mess.
Okay.
And the Raiders come out of this with hope for the 2021 season. All right, 2 more. Dolphins, Falcons. We're all tuning in for this one. This is alkaline or acidic. If the Dolphins lose this game, what does that mean for Deshaun Watson trade rumors? I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. Does that mean they want him because they're so bad, or they don't want him because they're going nowhere without him? I ask you, I have no idea.
Well, I still think you have to have an identity for that franchise. And I think that this owner, being in his 80s, wants to have something there that, even though it might not be something good to happen right now, given Deshaun Watson's profile, but I do think it'll amp it up a little bit more.
Even if they lose this game and they're 1-6, then they can still justify this trade?
Yeah, but then you don't worry about if you have to sit him for 8 games.
Great point.
Because you're not any good. So it's not like you're sort of tanking. You already have to give up your draft pick to the Eagles. All right?
Last game, the litmus test game. Chiefs at Titans. I think this is all of our favorite game of the weekend. I'm going to say the Titans are alkaline, which is the good one. They have a very stable pH level. They're 6-point underdogs. can't you see Derrick Henry running all over the Chiefs on this one?
Yeah, but you just had a big win against the Buffalo Bills, right?
Okay.
So can you replicate that against the Kansas City? I don't know. I mean, this is in Tennessee, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so Kansas City is favored in Tennessee by 6.5.
Wow. I see it as 6 on this list I'm looking at right now.
Okay.
It's in Tennessee. Yeah. So you always you're going against the grain because everyone's high on the Titans right now because they saw them in a primetime game. You're saying that makes you a bit nervous.
Yes. It's Kansas City feels a little more desperate. The Titans played extremely well beating Buffalo, but it's like Buffalo when Buffalo beat Kansas City. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, Buffalo, we're all on the bench. And then Buffalo loses. Now it's like, oh, the Titans, I don't think their wide receivers are healthy. Do I expect Derrick Henry to have a big day? He should, but it feels like Kansas City, they're favored for a reason.
Going back to, by the way, the Ravens-Bengals game, I saw a quote from Lamar Jackson saying, we're not looking past the Bengals. We would never look past the Bengals. And it dawned on me, are they looking past the Bengals? Because whenever a quarterback says that means they're looking past them. So you might want to bet on the Bengals.
Yeah, they shouldn't because Cincinnati they're competitive. We've seen that, and you haven't been able to say that about Cincinnati for a while. Yeah.
Does anyone here remember what pH was from the beginning of this segment? Science Quiz Friday.
Phosphorus.
Todd?
pH tells you the acidity or the basicness of something.
No, what's the pH stand for?
Ooh.
Todd was definitely not
Todd,
listening.
weren't you listening?
I don't remember what the pH
No,
is.
Todd, you weren't listening.
I remember what the definition of pH was.
But you weren't
I
listening.
guess I missed that part.
Yeah.
And I'm hiding my computer screen so he can't cheat off it this time.
All right, is that it? Is that against the
Yes,
grain?
potential hydrogen, Todd.
Ooh.
The hottest,
What is potential hydrogen?
the hottest rookies, the biggest superstars, the all-time greats, only one place to collect them all. Panini trading cards for instant classics, autographed cards, memorabilia cards, rare inserts. The hottest rookie cards. Start or continue your collection now at PaniniAmerica.net.